Welcome to Mondays with Maria Gould. Today is Monday, January the 13th, 2025, and welcome to episode 2. Are you ready to let go of the worry wheel? The worry wheel is when we can't get off the worry boat. We've all been there. Do you worry about money or bills? Do you worry about your kids, your work? Did a situation happen at work where your brain is obsessed with trying to figure out all of these different scenarios? And if they said this, then I'm going to do that. So we're going to talk about how to get off the worry wheel. We've all been there. Something happens and your brain shifts into worry. Your brain becomes obsessed. Now, let's start to understand the subconscious for a minute. When we worry, when we have a spike in emotion of any type, your subconscious, especially if it is a little tainted with fear or anxiety, your subconscious kicks in right away and is going to try and figure out a solution. Your brain is so brilliant that it wants to find all of the possible scenarios so that you know how to avoid that uncomfortable feeling again. That's what your subconscious is doing. It's designed that way. So let's talk a little bit about why we get triggered into this worry wheel. It all comes back to safety. Our mind is programmed to worry or have fear if we got triggered and felt unsafe. So we're going to dive into this, and I'm going to give you some great solutions to help you get off the worry wheel. Now, do you lose sleep? Does this worry wheel affect your relationships? Right? I've been there where my mind is so obsessed about worrying about something that I can't be present for my son or my partner. My friends get pushed to the back burner because my brain is obsessed with trying to figure out these solutions. Am I living in the present moment? Not at all. When we're on the worry wheel, that's where we are. We're in the future, planning how to handle a future situation your brain has told you is going to be a problem. So you're missing your life. You're missing your life because your brain is trying to find these solutions. But in truth, the real issue is you felt unsafe. Right? So if you're worrying about money, and that's a habit for you, did you learn that habit from someone? When we are little babies born into this world, we have automatic trust. We have automatic trust that our needs will be met. We rely on our caregivers to attend to our needs. So we rely on when we cry that we're hungry, that we're given food. If we're cold, we're made warm. If we feel scared and startled, we are comforted. We are reassured. Now, we need to do all of these things for ourselves when it feels unsafe. So, thinking about what you're stressed about. Maybe it's money. That's a common one. first of all, when I had worries about money, this was a learned skill for me. I watched my mother worry about money. My mother had programs from growing up in the dirty 30s where she literally didn't have anything. She literally didn't have food to eat sometimes. So you can understand where her safety got threatened. Her security, her well-being was threatened. So her brain was trying to figure it out. And a lot of times our brain, when we felt unsafe, thinks that worrying about something constantly is associated with fixing it. But is it? Does your worrying about something actually fix it? Think about that for a second. If you were to magically erase worry, would your financial situation be pretty much the same? Interesting. So let's come back to thinking about money as a worry. Remember, your brain is trying to help you. So I learned worry from my mother because she felt unsafe when she was a child. She worried and associated worrying about money with actually being able to handle that situation. Now, from my mother's stories, yes, there were times when it was very difficult and tight. But in hindsight, she always made it through. And this is sometimes what we forget to see, is using hindsight to realize that we always do get through. So using your beautiful creative mind to worry about things that really doesn't add to the situation or change the situation, it just uses up your energy and it spends your mind and makes you actually lose presence in your own life. When we're on the worry wheel, we can't be present with our family. We can't be present even for ourselves. And this is a pattern that I saw my mother do. So when I noticed that I would worry about money, when I didn't have the same situations that my mother grew up with at all, it was a habit. I had learned it. Go back to thinking of when you're a baby and everything is taken care of. We learn worry. So therefore we can unlearn it. We just have to change the mental patterning. Now that is what I do. I am a freedom from self-sabotage coach. I'm a theta healing practitioner and instructor. I help people transform their thoughts, their beliefs, their feelings about themselves all the time. If you're interested, you can always check out my website at mariagould.com to learn more. Now, how do we get off this worry wheel? First of all, catch yourself doing it. You have to be aware. And take a deep breath. Step 1, take a deep breath. Slow, deep breath. When we are worried, we are thinking about the future. Our brain is projecting into these future scenarios, thinking how we're going to handle it. What is the worst possible outcome? This is the brain trying to figure out all of the solutions before they happen because you felt unsafe. So that triggering of worry will tell the body you're in danger. Your breath slows down. Your breath becomes more shallow. Your body starts excreting adrenaline and cortisol and all of the stress hormones. Your energy moves up into your brain to try and figure this out. So you're very unaware of your body. So first step to step off the worry wheel is to actually breathe. So take a moment and I want you to feel the breath come in through your nose, down your throat, and fill up your lungs. Feel the warmth of the breath as you exhale. Feel the breath move your lungs, move your ribs, move your belly. Did you feel yourself take a sigh? You are interrupting the worry wheel. The breath is so powerful just to start to bring you back into the present moment. Bring you back into now. That your body starts to relax. It starts to go, oh, the danger's over. A deeper, slower breath is a key to interrupting the worry wheel. Step 2. Ask yourself, am I safe right now? Remember, why you're on the worry wheel is because at some point you felt unsafe. Now, a lot of times these feelings of unsafety are actually triggered from childhood traumas and situations from our past, whether it's learned from our parents or whether it's situations that we experienced. So realize right now you are safe. Take a breath. Reassure yourself. I am safe. What is your body doing right now? Now, if you're driving in a car, don't close your eyes, but become aware of what you're doing. Feel your breath. Bring your thoughts back into your precious body. Reassure it. I am safe. Now, did you have a little bit of a sigh? Or was that realization that you are safe right now in this moment, was that a sigh of relief? Did you actually cry a little bit? I know when I first started practicing this, who I learned from my instructor, Vienna Steibel of Theta Healing, this was so powerful. I literally broke down when I asked myself, am I safe? Oh, my brain was on fire. I thought I was being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Oh, so to realize just by asking that question, am I safe, was huge for me. I didn't realize how unsafe I was feeling with all of my worry. And in that experience, I started to play with stepping off what I call the worry wheel. The worry wheel is the consistent worry your mind keeps playing out because it's trying to solve why you felt unsafe. The problem is, a lot of times we forget what triggered us feeling unsafe. That's where I can come in. So, step 3, breathe in the air and smell. smell. Your sense of smell brings you back into the present moment the quickest. Is there a smell? Do you smell the laundry detergent you used on your clothes? Sometimes it's helpful to actually sniff your shirt. Whether the smell is good or bad. I'm just kidding. Smell the air. Is there a scent in the air? Does it just smell clean? Okay. Smell brings you back to that present moment. And another step of being present is feel what your body is doing. Feel your breath moving in and out of your body. Bring your mind back from the future. Remember, worry is in the future. Your brain is trying to figure out all the scenarios in the future so you can stop feeling unsafe. Look how your brain is working for you. But unless we fix what triggered the brain to try and figure out what would make us safe by reassuring ourselves that we are safe, your brain will never shut up. So the majority of us live in true safety. Our physical well-being is safe. Your mind might tell you differently, but you're in control of your body, and you can remove yourself from unsafe situations. So when you take a deep breath, slow, deep breath, ask yourself, am I safe right now? I hope your brain is starting to reassure you already by saying, yes, I am safe right now. And sniff the air. I have a candle burning right now with a very gentle, gentle scent that I smell. Bring you back to this moment. And start to feel your body. So maybe you're going to rub your fingers together, just to feel that sensation of your fingers and your thumbs rubbing together. Maybe you're going to kind of put your hands on your thighs and just rub your thighs. Again, just being aware of those sensations. What does the clothing that you're touching on your thigh feel like? Good or bad, it doesn't matter. Just observe the sensations. You don't even have to answer the question. It's just to start to bring your mind into the present. We are stepping off of the worry wheel. Okay, take a deep breath again. And feel your feet. When we are in our head trying to figure out how to make ourselves safe again, we are absolutely not aware of our body. And by bringing our consciousness down into the lower body, the energy that has been stuck up in your brain trying to problem solve is going to start to move deeper into your body. And as your energy drops out of your brain, it is easier for your mind to become still. So feel what your hips are doing. Are they sitting on a chair? Are you listening to this podcast while you're walking? Feel your lower body. Feel the clothing on your thighs. Feel how your knees feel. Again, let go of any thoughts. If you have pain in different areas, let go of the monologue your brain is telling you about the negativity of your body. Let that go. Just see if you can start to quiet the mind and start to be present in the now. Okay, again, take a deep, slow breath. Remember, those slow, deep breaths will just tell the body, oh, the danger's over. I'm not being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. I don't need my energy up in my brain to try and find where I'm going to find safety. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm right here. Remember that worry is like praying for what you don't want. So if you have a habit of worrying about your children, you are actually putting mental energy into what you don't want. And I, working with the mind as much as I do, know the power of our mind. We are part of Creator in the mind. And what we focus our mind on, we can create. I'm not saying that to invoke fear, but just to bring awareness to the power of your mind. That's why we want to control this worry wheel and step off of it. When my son was little, it's like I innately knew kind of the darkness about children and being abducted. And if you've gone through an awakening in COVID, you might know what I'm talking about. But I used to really worry. I live in a very, very safe neighborhood in a very small town. Everybody knows everybody. So we watch out for each other's kids. But when I was a young mother, I was so fearful of letting my little boy walk less than 150 yards to the school bus by himself. So I literally walked him to the school bus and picked him up after school every day, walking him home because I was so fearful. And I had to step off the worry wheel, and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm creating more fear in the world. I don't want to do this. So I leaned on my belief, my faith, and I asked the Creator to send angels with him every day. So every time I caught my mind worrying, I would pray and send an angel to watch over him. And this comforted me. This made me feel safe and that I was doing my part as his mother of keeping him safe. So if that little tip is helpful, if you worry about your kids, please apply it to your world. Back to our steps. So step 1, take a slow, deep breath. Step 2, ask yourself, am I safe? Okay, bring your thoughts into the present. Take a breath and smell the air. Feel the clothes on your body. Become aware of your hips on the chair. Become aware of your knees, your feet. Start to move that energy out of the brain into the body. Again, this will tell the body that you're present, that you're safe, the danger's over. Step 4, gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment? Wow. Maybe if you were like me and just realized that you are actually physically safe, that your worry wheel is literally a learned pattern that you maybe inherited. Maybe you are relieved and grateful that you are learning this and you can unlearn the pattern of worry. That you can break those patterns so that you can show your children and future generations and friends and family these strategies by sharing this podcast. What are you grateful for? You woke up today. You took a breath in. You got out of bed. You have a roof over your head and food in your fridge. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful that I have a very supportive and loving partner. He is amazing. He's a hardworking man. He's super protective. He's super amazing. He's funny. And this year we will be married 20 years. And I love him to pieces. I have a super healthy, strong-minded 17-year-old son that is graduating high school this year. I am super proud of him. I'm super excited for him and how he is awake to the world and how he's going to be okay. I am grateful for my health and how far I have come. What are you grateful for? Do you have healthy children? Do you have a roof over your head? We have to train our mind to look for the good. Because again, these patterns, like the worry wheel, your brain thinks that if it's negative, if it's always looking at the negative, it's somehow helping you. It's again trying to problem solve. But it actually takes up so much of your life force and your creative energy for useless endeavors. I'm going to be brutally honest. Worry and negative thinking are useless. They are not helping you. I have overcome clinical depression and bipolar. I did not do this by staying in that negative mindset. If I have done it, you can do it too. You are worth so much to the universe. You are absolutely invaluable to the energy that created you, because the energy that created you is incomplete without you. Your family sees you as invaluable. I know they might take you for granted, but you really are invaluable to them. So what are you grateful for? If we start to look at things we're grateful for in our life, this shifts our brain out of the worry wheel. And now reassure yourself. This is something you maybe didn't get as a child. I am safe. You know, if you were a baby and you fell down, a loving parent would have picked you up and held you and said, "You're okay. It's all okay." They would have reassured you. They would have kissed your boo-boo. Now, if you never had that, which some of us didn't, I grew up and it was kind of, you're fine. Get up, move on. Okay? But sometimes our little inner child needs that reassurance to feel safe. So you need to give it to you. I'm okay. Say with me, I'm okay. I'm safe. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to work out. It's going to be okay. Even if your brain doubts those words, just reaffirm them. You're repatterning your brain. You're reaffirming what you want. Remember that creative power of your mind. If you're on the worry wheel, you are praying for what you don't want. So you need to repattern and start telling your brain what to think to pull in what you do want. So, I hope today's podcast was helpful. So let's just quickly review how to get out of the worry wheel. First of all, notice you're doing it. Notice you don't want to do it anymore. But don't fight the nature of the mind. We just need to redirect it. So you're going to take a slow, deep breath. Nice and slow, not fast, because fast will tell your brain and your body that you're being chased. Okay? So I want you to slow it down, nice and slow. Be aware of the breath coming in through the nose or the mouth. Feel it go down the throat. Feel it fill the lungs. Feel it fill the belly. Start to move your awareness into the lower body. Ask yourself, am I safe right now? Yes. Become present. Smell the air. Feel the body. Start to reassure that you're okay. I'm safe, it's okay. And practice gratitude. You're going to be okay. You're going to get through. You're going to figure this situation out without having to worry about it. When your brain is unlocked or taken off the worry wheel, your creative mind will start to find solutions. Your brain will start to figure it out in a positive way because you've reassured your safety. You are safe. The danger's over. Sigh of relief. Isn't that good to know? And now you can work on solutions. So thank you for your time and attention and listening to my podcast. Again, this is Mondays with Maria Gould. Feel free to subscribe to my email list through my website at mariagould.com. Have a beautiful day.